Every year, emergency rooms across the country treat around 3 million older adults for fall-related injuries. The good news is that medical alert systems are designed to detect dangerous falls and help people get treatment faster. To learn more about these devices, we tested 3 brands and ranked them based on factors like equipment options for inside and outside the home, features for caregivers, and affordability. You can find our full lineup of best medical alerts in the description below. Today, we're putting Bayalarm Medical, GetSafe, and AlloCare Health under the microscope to find out which is best for you and your loved ones. Bayalarm Medical is the classic medical alert system. What you see is what you get. Bayalarm has all the essentials for in-home care and mobile help buttons. It's also the only one of the bunch with a landline option for in-home systems. One of our favorite things about Bayalarm is small but pretty cool. They're Bella Charms, these clip-on covers that make normally clinical-looking medical alert pendants more fashionable. GetSafe blends features from classic systems like Bayalarm with new things like voice activation. With that in place, nobody needs to wear a call button 24/7 to get the help they need. GetSafe also had the fastest response time of any of the systems we tested. Their monitoring center answered our call within 30 seconds. AlloCare Health is a newcomer to our lineup. It comes with features like fall detection and a caregiver app in its basic cost. And its mobile help button uses 3 kinds of technology to help emergency responders find the caller in need and stay connected with them until they've arrived. However, extra accessories like lock boxes and a Vial of Life document aren't available through AlloCare Health. So if those are important to you, you will have to buy those separately. Medical alert systems usually come with monthly monitoring and equipment fees. Equipment fees are the one-time charge for gear, while monthly monitoring is more like a bill that keeps your connection between your stuff and the monitoring center. So what are the prices like for Bayalarm Medical, GetSafe, and AlloCare? Bayalarm Medical has 3 tiers of in-home systems ranging from $20 to $40 a month. Its cheapest option is the landline option. These in-home systems are lease-free, meaning that you only pay for monthly monitoring. You can also bundle other options like the in-home system with the GPS button or a smartwatch. But if you only want the mobile device, you will have to pay for equipment and monthly fees. GetSafe's in-home systems range between $80 and $230, while its mobile button is $80. Monitoring for in-home systems comes with a flat $24.99 a month rate, with a mobile button lands around $20 a month. And that flat rate monitoring for in-home gear is consistent across packaging, so you won't be punished for getting more equipment for a larger house. AlloCare Health falls right in line with the other brands with equipment kits ranging from $99 to $300. The biggest difference though is that its cheapest option is a mobile button and not an in-home system. Professional monitoring for all of AlloCare's gear ranges between $25 to $50 a month, and bundles include the in-home and mobile unit. AlloCare is slightly more expensive than the other two, but features like fall detection and the caregiver app come with it. So what exactly is an in-home system? Basically, in-home is the classical medical alert system. It's a base station with a series of extra buttons that can all call for help. Every brand has its own variation, but most come with accessories like a wearable button and wall buttons that you can place around the house. The big difference is that everything needs to stay within range of the base station, so these systems are best for people who don't leave home often alone. You can also opt in for features like fall detection to be built into your gear. So if you fall at home, the system will call for help if you need it. Bayalarm's in-home base stations come in 2 flavors, cellular and landline. And Bayalarm Medical is the only one of the group with this landline option. The basic cellular and landline options only come with the base station and a wearable button. While you won't have to pay for equipment, it will cost you $40 a month to add wall buttons to your kit. GetSafe's in-home system is a cellular-only option, which isn't an issue as long as you live around decent cell reception. One of the best parts of GetSafe's in-home system is its voice activation feature. Just like a smart speaker like your Alexa or Google Home, the base station for GetSafe reacts to wake words. But GetSafe also has voice-activated wall buttons that respond as well. These same wall buttons also have two other built-in methods for calling help, a long pull cord and the button itself. However, from what our tester found, the audio on these buttons are pretty bad, and so it's worth testing out before fully installing this. And like I mentioned before, GetSafe offers a flat monitoring fee for their in-home system. But this does change if you add extra features. It's great to see this stay at an affordable rate for adding accessories like voice-activated buttons. Plus, having these voice-enabled devices around your home means that there's less of a need for a wearable. AlloCare's in-home system is also cellular-based and was the easiest of the group to set up. All of its in-home components come pre-paired, so you just need to plug it in and turn it on to get going. But unfortunately, its backup battery is pretty short. At its most basic, you can get a base station and a wearable button, just like Bay Alarm. But its premium kit comes with wall-mounted fall sensors. These are basically motion detectors that you can set near the floor. So if you or your loved one falls, they'll sense the sudden movement and ask if you need help. These are the closest things that AlloCare has to wall buttons, but it's a pretty unique approach. Mobile medical alerts are standalone devices with everything built in. There's no need to worry about going out of range, but that also means you have to take your device with you everywhere. These mobile devices are best for active seniors or folks with disabilities who leave home regularly. Many of these use multiple forms of tracking and communication like 4G, Wi-Fi, or GPS. They might need a daily charge too, so it's important to keep reminders regularly so they keep working. Bay Alarm Medical's mobile devices are the only ones that they charge equipment fees for, but the brand has a GPS button and smartwatch to choose from. Our tester Kathy was able to test both of these devices in her review, but she wasn't terribly impressed with either. The GPS button took nearly 2 minutes to reach the monitoring center. In a time when seconds really count, that's an eternity. GetSafe has a mobile GPS button, but it's not obvious from the brand's website, which makes me wonder how much longer it might be available. This little piece of equipment is where GetSafe's value starts to drop. The flat monitoring rate doesn't apply to GetSafe's mobile button, and on its own, the GPS button costs at the same amount as an in-home system. Plus, it doesn't come with fall detection included, so you might end up paying more for that one little device than you would for a whole in-home system. Unfortunately, GetSafe's mobile button isn't its strongest option. AlloCare Health is the only one of the bunch where the mobile unit is the cheapest option, which for active older adults is really good news. It comes with automatic fall detection built right in, and it's small enough to fit just about anywhere. Plus, our tester was especially impressed with the AlloCare app and its caregiver features. If you need to find your loved one, use the app to export their location to Google or Apple Maps, and then you get directions right to them. Like I mentioned before, our tester Kathy Habis tested all 3 of these systems. Here's a quick rundown of how each brand did in Kathy's test.
On paper, Bay Alarm Medical absolutely is the best. They have free spouse coverage. They have really great signal ranges for all of their equipment.
According to Kathy and her test experience, Bay Alarm Medical is a good starter system.
Bay Alarm Medical has a ton of options. They are all available to add on to your system after you purchase it. So start basic and then build on from there. And then if you find that there is a feature missing that you want, for example, voice activation, then you can always cancel with Bay Alarm. There's no long-term contract. You can send your equipment back and you can try another company.
But the biggest hangup Kathy had for her test was the slow response time from its equipment. When she tested the base station, she found it took around 60 seconds for the monitoring center to answer her call, and the mobile GPS button took even longer, around 2 minutes. Kathy had mixed reviews for GetSafe with her tests. While GetSafe was by far the fastest to respond to an emergency call, she ran into some issues with the system during setup. When she tested the GetSafe base station, she got a response from the Monitoring Center Pro within 15 to 30 seconds. Pretty awesome. But during setup, she found that the pieces that were supposed to work automatically within her system didn't, and she needed to pair them individually. This took a little experimenting, but she was able to get everything in working order after a couple accidental calls.
The buttons are voice activated. You can press the button to get help, and you can pull a cord to get help. So if your mom or your dad or grandma or grandpa just doesn't want a system, and you're like, okay, you need a system, just put these buttons around. If they end up having a medical emergency, then they can have the button on hand. So GetSafe is great for, I guess I would say it's great for stubborn family members or just for having voice activation. Because when I tested it, it was extremely easy to say the wake word and get the button rolling.
And finally, AlloCare Health was in the middle of the pack for response time. Kathy's test showed that they responded to her call within 30 to 45 seconds of pressing the base station's button. However, AlloCare was the fastest to set up. There was no pairing or testing required for this system. From her experience, this is what Kathy had to say about AlloCare Health.
And I have to say our whole team got pretty excited about their technology because it's a very unique approach to medical alert systems and remote caregiving. Their caregiver app is excellent. AlloCare Health has all the cool tech. Like, if you're a caregiver and you're just really excited about all the possibilities of keeping an eye on your loved one, AlloCare Health is pretty cool.
From our testing experience, it's hard to pin down exactly which of these 3 medical alert systems were really the best of the best. Bay Alarm Medical is a great starter system. It has the best customer policies, the most experience, the best prices, and even extra features like free spouse coverage. But its equipment is pretty lackluster and basic. Essentially, if you're looking for a system and aren't sure where to start, Bay Alarm is an excellent first choice.
Bay Alarm Medical is best if you know you need a medical alert system and you're feeling kind of overwhelmed. You don't really know if you want voice activation or any of these fancier fall detection systems, or how many wall buttons do you need? Or do you really need a mobile GPS device? Do you need a caregiver app? What do you need?
Then there's GetSafe. Kathy says that it's the choice for anyone who doesn't want to bother with wearables or pendants. The voice-activated wall buttons are a real game changer, and it's best for folks who generally stay home and don't stray far.
And that's an excellent system if you are trying to buy a system for an aging parent or an older family member who doesn't want a system and they don't want to wear a pendant and they're kind of grumpy about it. GetSafe has voice activated buttons. It's very affordable to buy as many buttons as you want to have one in every room of your home. You only pay for the button.
And finally, there's AlloCare. It's got the better tech and equipment and includes features for caregivers without the extra charges. Plus, it's the best choice for active users since its mobile button is an entry package.
The AlloCare Health Hub has an automatic answer feature, so a caregiver can call the hub and your loved one has the option to cancel. Like if they're up and about and they don't want to talk to you, they do have the option to cancel your call. But if they don't do that, you're automatically connected and you can hear what's going on and you can talk to them. So just in case they are in a predicament, you can talk to them and get some help. Pro tip, if you are looking for an affordable system, just get the AlloCare mobile companions. That's a I believe it costs about $100. I would have to double check that, but it only costs about $25 to monitor, and it goes with you everywhere you go. It includes automatic fall detection at no extra cost, and that is very affordable for a mobile device.
For many seniors and older adults, spending your golden years at home is the ultimate goal. We all try to live more active and healthy lifestyles so that we can get the most out of that time. But if you have an older parent or loved one who needs a little extra help with staying independent, medical alert systems are a great option to look into. We hope this video helped you narrow down some of these options if you're looking for a medical alert system. Again, check the description to see all of Kathy's reviews on each of these and her full lineup. We also have standalone reviews on Bayalarm Medical, GetSafe, and AlloCare Health if you want to check those out. Thanks for watching, and if you want more safety, head over to safewise.com and you can find reviews and our lineups of best home security systems, best wireless cameras, and more. Stay safe!